Hello, Cobras, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm TryclydeTamer. Last time we got a lot of collectibles, namely in the name of heart pieces, to fill up our hearts even more, after completing Goron Mines, getting the collectibles that are available to us after then. Well, not exactly collectibles, but still items regardless. Along this path, now that we are kind of at a roadblock with the Bridge of Eldin being partially destroyed, we are along this way. Is there a little bit of rots here? Well, yeah, there are, but it doesn't seem that bomb arrows do anything, and that's with a little bit of extra power being combined with arrows, and I probably should have bought things off screen to deplete my rupees a little bit, but that's kind of in the past and was a mistake of things. Hopefully that... I'm wondering if, even despite all the edits, the episode will be probably past 30 minutes. I don't know, try to do some estimation, but anyway, we see familiar things. Ah, we're finally here. There's only one fused shadow left. So this is the last of the Twilight you'll see, I guess. Whether or not you accomplish your final task and survive is up to you. So what will you do? I will ride my trusty, dusty steed Epona, almost looking dusty with where things are going. Go back and forth with the transitions of stuff in the Twilight, you know. Gotta get off of you, Epona. Can't exactly ride you through, unfortunately, so I shall walk this lonely road for my own Accord stuff. Yeah, my own Honda Accord. As always, with my cap clipping through the shield. Want me to let you into the Twilight? Why, yes. Saying it like that is like spelling out the word. More rippling, more violent grabbing, and more not exactly being human Hylian. And a lot of things really clip through our cap. Usually our shield, and now our sword. Alright then, I guess I'll have to help you. But what a shame that this is the last of the Twilight. I'd become so fond of seeing it covering this world. Or, is it really the last you'll see? So, shall we get going? We shall get going and look at the stuff in the shadows and stuff. So many digging spots that I could have used for things in hero mode that don't give you hearts, but of course I'm not going to bother too much with it because there's no real collectibles, especially with us being in the Twilight realm. And any rupees are exactly null and void. And you can't exactly interact with shopkeepers in this realm. A little something here. Looking like a little shieldy pouch with some definitely, or maybe definitely, some definitely fake or definitely real, possibly, I don't know. Gold on the edges. But Link, can you at least promise me this? Just come home safely. Forget the use and learn a new smell? Well, we are moving along, so let's do this. You learned the scent of Ilya. You smell the girl, don't you? I can tell by the look on your face. Well, good. It's another clue then. But the scent could be quite old. I wonder if she is still alright. Hehe. Well, let's sensorify things to see exactly where this pink trail takes us. It goes forward quite a deal, so I'll just go out of this unless it hangs a hard left and goes somewhere into the wall and makes you have to climb. But this ain't botwoo, this is Taput. Specifically Tabudged. Yeah, hunched over with this. And you're really gonna hunch yourself over as we start to see this rather breathtaking vista. Or Twilight giving vista in this game. Hey, haven't we seen this castle before? So, we finally made it back here. Well, only a little farther, so hang in there. Or so I'd like to say, but the going's a lot harder from here on out. Alright then, let's get started. Let's do this. Plenty of rocks, some of them that could be blow-upable. And I've got to hang away from the path. Yeah, definitely going away from the scent trail. Only because there's a shadow card rock here that I'd rather deal with now with a good old B force field attack before moving along too much. Yeah, I thought the scent trail would take you away into different paths. Looking around here. In Wolf Link form there are dig caverns that you can find, but they're not exactly important right now, especially as I said, in the Twilight realm. The collectibles aren't too great and we don't have everything we need. So just get up Shadow Boldlin because it's only Shadow Boldlins and none of them are Bokoblins. As weird as it is. You know, a lot of them are Bokoblins normally. Hello honker, I shall honk you away. And you guys are very particularly annoying. So I am not a big fan of y'all. Alright, doing this, you're so impervious, you know, so I must maul right into you, being the dire wolf I am. Anyway, over this rather large bridge, it almost feels like it could be bigger than the Bridge of Eldin or any other great bridges in this Hylian world of Hyrule. Ooh, look at that booty, I shall knock it down off to the edge of things. To the edge of glory. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that when I was charging it up, so I don't know why I did it. That seems a little particularly great over that way. A few rocks to deal with, and slightly drained water. Can I jump up now? Let's talk to Midna, see if she has anything to say. We can still warp, but it's not exactly required right now. There should be a spirit whose light was stolen somewhere in these lands too. You know what to do, right? First we need to find the spirit, or we won't be able to return light to this land. Huh. Why did I think that I'd be able to wolf climb with that? Suddenly put on your wolf climbing gear. Oh, that'd be pretty adorable to see, just Wolf Link in climbing gear. Yeah, Wolf Link is an optional thing to implement in Breath of the Wild as a companion. Kind of makes things a little broken, just make it fight on your own, especially with like gold Lionels or something that you still have yet to deal with at all. And okay, I thought that was also right there, because this grass that sometimes is a tail rather, instead of a telltale games, this game is being the walking link, or the wolfing. Yeah, I'm really diverging from the path. Well, kind of staying on the path, just not doing too much with it. Just doesn't really seem big enough to go into. Just looking for hearts, if anything. Come on, can't I like convert all my rubies together and just like meld them together, just make them pieces of 8 or something in this ancient land of Hyrule. Or it could be pretty modern. Yeah, it's pretty modern. The fact that we are living it in this moment. Maybe not exactly in the world. Not enough racism and all the stuff that's been going on. But, to reiterate, this isn't exactly a channel where I talk about politics. Only if it comes to mind, but I shall not give opinions, because I'd be slammed one way or the other. No matter where one's beliefs lie. Anyway, enough talk about that. We are pretty close to the castle, as if we didn't already know, but things seem to be picking up a little bit more here. My method of attacking is the same as ever. Ooh, this guy's an archer, so I shall move out of the way and just go and do normal attacks and avoid damage. Ooh, I could go for that heart very easily, because I totally need the half heart. I like to can't recover it over time anyway. And I would have taken the damage there, had I not done some mauling. Ooh, get ready for this. Yeah. Normal Kargarot seemed to give me more trouble for whatever reason. Probably because I feel so weirdly great about attacking with Wolf Link. That's something I didn't really start doing until recently, doing the spin attack strategy like that. Well, because I've been playing with the Pro Controller instead of the gamepad, which I did my initial run of TPHD with. Well, not the Let's Play run, just a normal fun run of playing. I think some of these Shadow Decubulbas could actually be Shadow Decubulbas Serpents, or, you know, cut out the word Deku if you want to be legitimized or whatever. There's a honker dude, a moat, and a drawbridge. Yes, the thing would actually leave it this way. These guys are doing things, so it's like we're fighting Shadow Beasts. These technically are Shadow Beasts, just not the ones that are specifically named to that. Being kind of slow on screen with this, but figuring out the monsters, so the townsfolk aren't too unhappy, and as you can tell, there's a lot of Xenoblade items in there. I could have used my senses briefly, so that we could find out that there are plenty of townsfolk here. Hey, this is where we saw the cutscene. Well, this is kind of a cutscene, getting us introduced to Hyrule Castle Town, just not a cinematic one with dialogue of Ordona, or was it Farron? One of those two dudes with crazy voices that I gave. The slow talking and the somewhat Christopher Walken voice, whatever. Anyway, yep, here are the people living their daily lives, along all the other things that have been happening. Hey, so, did you hear? They say that a Zora child collapsed near here. I thought Zoras were typically found up north, right? I wonder why one came down here. Well, I heard that he was taken to the bar on the other side of the southern road. The bar? You mean Telma's place? She's got it rough. Gossip and people walking around you cannot talk to, unfortunately. A woman running. Seems like all these people have their own stories. You look like a clone, so maybe you're a twin sister. This could be a twin brother, disguised as a knight. Game of Thrones related stuff going on. Happening in secret, but the scent trail does go this way. Wasn't really paying too much attention to it because I was too busy talking to other people around. Yep, enjoying the psychedelic feeling of the music. And no one knows that a wolf is traversing their town, so there's no big deal. Seems to be something going on at the fountain. Alright, we'll find that out momentarily. Phew, I'm gonna put my feet up at Telma's bar when I'm done with work. Okay, but what we are going to do is go into this big open archway. Seems pretty important. And also of relative importance is something very Breath of the Wild-tastic. You can see the one on the far left looks like a Rito. That one could potentially be a depiction of Hylia, or maybe just a Gerudo. Particularly maybe Urbosa, if you were to consider these champions. And it looks like Link in the bottom corner. Kind of a Zelda 1 type of appearance, with him usually being depicted as small. Just for the art design of things. Anyway, we have some guards blocking this big door. This bloody gate door that's not exactly bloody, just more of a chocolate door. But it's still pretty wooden. I can't abandon my old ways. But we can't really do too much stuff with it, like duel and deal. And do as well. Just combining all those words together, trying to think of which one is proper to say. You look like you have something to sing about. You look like you have something to play a mandolin about. You look like you have something to play another mandolin about. It's like a blow type of instrument. Not exactly crack cocaine or anything, but yeah. Musicians, they can't really hear because it's not happening in this immediate realm we are in. Hey, wait a second, what's going on with this water lately? I don't know why you're hassling me about this. The only reason there'd be a lot of soldiers is something about the town's water source, Lake Hylia. Paraphrasing. If you already know what the problem is, what are you still doing here? Well, it might be the case, but Lake Hylia is under the jurisdiction of Western Hyrule. Good for nothing. Away with the enforcement of the Princess's Guard. I almost said Queen's Guard, but nope, that's not actually a thing in the real world at this point. Step away from the Queen's Guard! I don't want to follow the scent trail. The water level of Lake Hylia has gone down, and you can't cross to the Spirit's Cave. If the people who came to worship from far away heard that, they'd be very disappointed. It must be hard on Grandma, too, because she can't do her tours. Everyone has their own little stories going on. Are you the Grandma? Now you seem to be a little bit younger. Going about your merry way. You look like you're about to stir up some trouble with your seemingly priestly ways. Reminds me of the dudes in Conker's Bad Verde. They're like, "Get off my stone!" And a woman. Everyone has a story to tell, but they can't tell it to us because they don't know we're here. Ooh, what's in the secretive place back this way? It seems that something carrying the scent of Ilia went through that way. In the medical clinic. Huh. Maybe something to do with the Zora child that collapsed. If I can actually grab hold of this bone so I can play with it. Gotta have some fun to do. Even though Minda's having plenty of fun just commanding my everything. Like, she's grabbing me by the reins and making my every movement. Her being the one yawning. Because, I'm so bored. How convenient that those things lined up. Really not making swift progress. We're just now at about 14 minutes, if I am to be accurate. And we are making our way downtown, in the South Road. Right here, let's make a brief stop. But you can never be too brief around kitty cats. Human movement is so rushed and disorganized. Maybe we should go to the Central Plaza to perform reconnaissance. Very intelligent words those cats are using. I really want to take a bath. Yep, very intelligent. Well, I guess these guys are more kittens, if anything. The person in the tent on the southwest street makes me suspicious, Meow. And you there? Because of the crowd on the southern street, all the kittens can't get through. What's happening? Well, I don't know. Is there a toy around? Like if you were to go through here normally, you see like a bomb skip bomb, just that they use as a toy. Is that spoilers? Well, we're gonna restore this area? How dare I say something of such? I want to live in perpetual twilight forever. I heard a boy passed out. When? Where? Why? I don't know. Homesteative. would do such a thing. Yeah, you could just cut your way back through, but you want to get the pieces of the story. We're in a market area. Do you have something to speak? Nope, because I can't go right up against you to listen to your every thought. Maybe you just have an empty mind. There's a path to go this way, so let's take some gandering. The fortune-telling mansion, Fanati's place, or palace, is it? Palace or place, yeah. Got a palace, and over here, believe it or not, but it's actually its own little castle. Agatha's castle. A butterfly on there. Doesn't seem important enough to me. Yep, not following the scent trail anymore, just want to fill in the map a little bit, even though we have plenty of time to do so on our own time. Either way, this guy gives me a good tingle in my heart. Hehehe, soon I shall make a killing off this town. Play the star game, that's all the rage in Hyrule. Don't you want to be a star too? You want to be a star, don't you? More leg, and more bone. Let it clip through you. But yep, that's how you wrap things back around. I think there's a little bit that I can still fill in, but I think that's what I need to fill in as we go through them. So let's just return to where we were. If you're hearing my elbows popping, that's pretty cool. Well, it's singular elbow. Now that's the left one. I guess yesterday was left-handed appreciation day. I guess I appreciated myself by being left-handed as usual. Well, usually it's mainly with writing and fork using. I play guitar even though I don't play guitar, as the way normal, so to speak, people would do so. Anyway, so what the soldier by the spring said, that was the truth. And what is you saying about it? Is it true that Lake Hylia to the west is dried up? We hearing things. I have a limited supply of hot spring water. The race goes to the swift, as it is said. Never heard that phrase before in my life. No pushing. If you want hot spring water, form one line. Then these people over here. Is this the back of the line? Is this where the line starts for the spanking line? Yeah, I guess that's what's going on with these people, even though I don't want to see too much spanking going on. I feel like the old lady right here would be really into it, unless it's a dude. Oh, spirits of La Nehru, please deliver merciful rain to Lake Hylia in the west. Brum brum brum. Humming with a hip-hop beat or something. Yeah, here we go, to fill in a little bit more of that, where the scent trail is leading us. Ooh, let's diverge a little bit. Something to target in there. I'm hearing familiar buzzing of things. I don't like this box, I must attack it. And inside, oh, look at that, a shadow insect before we are tasked with doing so. I mean, yeah, it's ultimately going to happen, and I'm ultimately going to take it down right now. I'm going to go ahead and collect your tear. It's not letting me, though. It's trying to gravitate towards me a little bit. I can never say that word properly for whatever reason. It looks like a tear. I mean, yeah, it is a tear, like, so I guess that's the point of it. Anyway, let's move along to Talma's bar. It's open. Well, the door is open, just a crack. And because I feel like such an insomniac. So let's open it up even more. And not count the sheep, because we are a wolf in sheep's clothing. Or a link in wolf's hide. Oh, hello. I know you. And I want to know you. And I know of you. This boy, can you save him? Alright, little lady. Try to settle down, okay? I just now sent for the doctor. But this is strange. A child of the Zoras. I wonder if this is at all related to the incident the soldiers were talking about in back. Ah, what an emotional reunion. Yes, a girl and her wolf. Sorry, but you know how it goes. These folks can't see you either. How unfortunate and tragic in this irony of stuff. Got a big old map that we can take a gander at. I've received orders from above to investigate why we can't go to the Spirit Spring in Lake Hylia. Got that? Alright, we can look around a little bit. That seems to be where we must be headed. Not get beheaded at. Seeming like a lake location with the slight different coloration of things. If you know the Hylian alphabet, you can read that. It does look enough like the Phoenician thing. But I will tell you that that right there does say Lake Hylia. But either way, let us away from that and talk to this group of soldiers. Well, listen in on it at least. We've had a ton of complaints from citizens who can't send prayers to the spring spirit of Lake Hylia. Go there. The location is one I showed you on the map earlier. Got it? No, we don't got it. The short guy shakes his head even furtherly fast to show his ungettery. What? Study it and know it well. They don't have their own little things to say. So will the main guy, the Lord Commander of the Guard, I guess. Or Princess Guard. Oh man, we got 20 minutes now, boys. And we can't exactly do too much right now. We can't grab the tier without the vessel. And we must do things. Almost feels like I could end the episode here if I were doing 20-minute episodes, which I could very well do so. But I don't want to diverge from the average. This group of people is still here. And it seems that we must continue along. There's a way to get out to the east from here, which could probably be blocked up by people as well, because the game's trying to get you to go in a very specific location. So let's just leave the town the way we came from. Well, we went through here for exploration, but haven't passed beyond that threshold to get our way out. Oh man, I'm feeling a lot of remnants of things I want to burp in my mouth. Peanuts, not just peanuts from the Snickers bar, but from Texas Roadhouse. Kind of delayed me starting recording a little bit, for reasons that you might be able to deduce, but I will not speak too much of. We are playing a dark game that we are not sitting on a toadstool for. Twilight Princess HD. Anyway, yep. There's a little theater over this way. Not an amphitheater because it's not two-sided. That's how things work. But I will marvel in the great wonder of the Shadow Bokoblin that became one with a pillar. And yay, I can finally recover that bit of health. Not like it was too pertinent, which I guess is the word of the episode, even though I more have words and phrases of the stream. But we're not streaming right now. I'm just having flowing streams of my voice coming around. And I do not like that particular set of hearty thistles. No matter how good they can be for me in adding yellow stamina, or not stamina, but yellow hearts, which, things being hearty, I'm pretty sure it would also be doing that. I prefer using the hearty turnips or radishes anyway. But anyway, again, we are continuing where we haven't gone. Did I even read the sign there? It's like, Lake Hylia is kind of down that way, so you should go that way if you're desiring to go to Lake Hylia. Can't use items in wolf mode, even if I get them all equipified and turn that combo off. And things are probably going to be all messed up with me doing that from this point. So I remember when I actually become human again. Highly human, that's a cool way to say it. But continuing along, doing overkill attacks on all those shadow boblins, had to stop myself and say, not bokoblins. Lake Hylia's newest hangout, Fire and Falby's water top, land of fantastication. Head right for the flight by foul, a main attraction. It'd be funny if it said head left in the HD version, which I believe it's set up that in a certain way so that it makes things convenient. I don't know. It would have to be that way for things to be all mirrored-like. Yep, there's a door over there, but we can't go into the door. Reminding me of Ocarina of Time stuff, because a lot of inspiration is drawn, you know. But let's focus on the task at hand, and the game's kind of advancing the task once we pass that threshold. This is the Great Bridge of Hylia, overlooking the lake, which, judging by things the way things are now, does seem a little bit dried up. And a little bit is an understatement, with the ratio of no water to yes water, I guess. Do some climbing up there, but it seems that it's a little too high for me to reach, even though we theoretically could minute jump, but it's not pertinent to now. Gotta get the Bran Stark wheel cart, and let's dash along the bridge. Maybe it just recently rained and things around here. Hey, do you smell anything funny? Gotta smell things now and corral out the bad smell. Yeah, oil isn't really the greatest smell, or tar either, especially when freshly put around. They call that guy the Blackfish, even though he's not a fish, and it can be considered racist to call him such a color or hue. Again, they could very easily shoot us if they wanted, but they want to create a dramatic threat. Oh no, we're trapped! Get out of here! Well, how convenient that these boxes suddenly appeared and they're made of wood. I love the wood. I must save the wood! Must save every little bit of wood that there is. Not like there's a very easy escape. I don't like fire, so I shall grab a hold of things. Okay, I might actually be screwing myself over by being silly. Whoa. Am I going to fall here? Let me, Can I do this? It's gonna burn. Oh my gosh, this actually happening. And my fairy is happening in the middle of things. Did I die? Wow. Look at the fairy just chilling there. Well, how fun this is. Okay. Let's try that. We are a little over 25 minutes, and I could end the episode on that note, but let's try this again. It's probably going to do the cutscene again. Might say new things, but if it happens, I'm just going to skip it. You can't skip it, you smell anything funny. Now we can skip it from this point. Let's cut the crap. Let's climb up, and kind of stinks that fairy got used up. But oh well. Bring a little bit of fun to this, and let's die in a different way. Hopefully, fall damage doesn't become a thing, especially not when you're a wolf. And you can just do rolling as normal Link. And now, this is Lake Hylia, formal. A building down at the bottom. Wouldn't it be submerged, though? Dive and head first, and land conveniently in water. Well, there's plenty of water around, though. Phew! That was a close one. We're lucky there was a puddle down below, huh? So this is like Hylia, but there's so little water. It sounds like the Spirit Spring should be somewhere around here as well. Anyway, let's take a look around. And take a look around we shall do. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. I'm not gonna do some weird talking while making an outro, even though I am right now. Either way, until next time, don't toast yourself. Quick little sneak peek. But apparently, it is worthy of a yawn from Midna.